to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Going on, everybody? Thank you for the heart me. Everybody have a good Christmas. Hi. What's everybody up to? Hey, Bren. You guys see that little thing right here? It's crazy. Yeah, it disappears when I get in there. Huh. Herniated disc. Oh. Yeah, I got a few of those. Did I hear about the craziness last night? No, I didn't. What happened? Craziness on whose part? There's always something going on this fucking app. Hey, Nikki. Gillis said the R word about 50 times in a live. I don't really know who that is. Is that the person that Farah is a mod for? Another fake preacher? Why do people do that under the word of God? That's crazy. How are you going to call yourself a preacher but do... Yeah, sounds familiar, right? Sounds familiar. I don't even know what that person looks like. I've never watched them. All while showing his what? Is that the one that Mallory was talking about? When she said that Farah was still a mod for him? he was preaching the Bible at the same time? Can somebody send me the clip? What the fuck? Hey, Tay. Thank you for the heart me. That's crazy. Alarming. Did somebody from in here just try to add me to Discord? This name looks kind of sus and there's no picture with it. Happy birthday, Janny! What are you, 22 today?
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. That's because Asana is where humans and AI coordinate work together. AI can spot roadblocks and assign work in a snap, so everything and everyone stays on track. That's how work gets
Pastor Gillis for God?
Visit us at the
Is he a rage baiter?
That's asana.com.
Is he a rage baiter? Because that's kind of crazy. Pastor Gillis for God, but you're slinging the R word? Does anybody record him? Like on the T pages? Reminds me of somebody else we know. Just a narcissist old man. Yeah, there's plenty of those floating around now. Imagine being a mod and supporting somebody so vile. Imagine that. Could never be me. Nope. Victim mentality, but we support people who create victims. We already know how I feel about that. What's up, Drew? Listen, bitch, you still owe me. Now it's up to $50. $50 and 2 honey buns. What are we gonna do about it, sir? Don't make me get Jade up here. Scamslam. Wait, is that the? I always get them mixed up. There's Is Scamslam and Scammy Claus the same person, or is that two different people? Is Scamslam the one that was creating different Cash App names trying to intercept Lisa Richards, or was that Scammy Claus? Good Lord. Hey, Melly. Scamslam did the Cash App. Thank you for the heart, me, Drew. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Imagine covering fraud while committing fraud. I don't always pretend to bring awareness while committing fraud, but when I do. Oh, I fucking hate it here. But here we are. Did everybody like chill out for like Christmas and everything, or has it been? Woo. I was a good kid. I took the day off, so they can't drag me. You guys can't even take a holiday break. I know I'm a fucking idiot, but it's Christmas, so I think you should not drag me at all. Womp womp womp. Something crazy, huh? So you think you get a pass, do ya? Santa delivers gifts tired. He doesn't get a pass. Moral of the story, don't act like a fucking idiot. Okay? Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy.
So spilled on the FYP's YouTube, she was just like, it was fun, but never mind.
With most insurance plans, no appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights.
Because her videos aren't
So
up.
come and visit us when it's most
This other page posts a lot of people that I'm not really familiar with. Oh, Florida Man was live last night? How'd that go?
no cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with
How'd that go?
Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Just worked. Healthcare unfortunately doesn't stop for Christmas. Yeah, no. And it's sick season. Like, real bad. Real bad. Florida man been on one. He's always on one. And he knows it. I've told him before. Why is it that, like, people think that just because you're not, like, beefing with people that you sit with them? You know what I'm saying by that? Like, I don't have beef with Florida man. Right? I don't have to beef with somebody to tell them they're right or wrong or something about something. And I think we determined that the account that was talking shit to me was Skittles about it. But I don't have to hate somebody. Like, I don't have to beef with people. There doesn't have to be active beef. Doesn't mean that I sit with somebody. Same thing with, like, if you're somewhere in a panel, like, asking questions, it doesn't mean, like, you sit with that person. Right? I've sat in panels with people that I had active beef with. Sometimes you gotta ask questions. Doesn't make any sense. Same thing with Smash. Like, I don't have any beef with Smash. I don't dislike her. I think we have opposing opinions on things, but I don't have beef with her. You know what I mean? Because people have been commenting about that too, which is weird. Hey, Homestead. I don't even know. Nah. We don't know. We're in this together. Clueless. We're all clueless. We don't know if we're fucking coming or we're going. We gotta be that way in order to fit in. We don't know nothing. No info to be had. $12:27. You guys want to rewatch Florida Man's Live from last night? Or did everybody watch that? What was that about? The OG stuff? The Farah stuff? Old woman who listens but have been blocked for just making one comment. Where were you blocked from?
Ranger knows that as a procurement coordinator for a manufacturing plant, you can count on auto reordering to have the PPE you need on hand. Call 1-800-GRANGER.
Lies.
Whoa.
There was not that, but thanks for your thoughts.
What comments, honey? I don't think so. I don't think your comments did come through. Unless I just missed them. Hey, Bree. Thank you for the heart me. Hey, Flip Flop. It was good. It was really good. How was yours?
There was no fraud, but thanks for your thoughts.
Megan, you're the one sitting over there.
You know what?
So transphobic with somebody who
Florida
is
man, I know you're
so
streaming me. How
slow.
about you and I meet up?
Wait, are Florida Man and Megan beefing now? Wait.
Megan, you're the one sitting over there.
You know what?
So transphobic with somebody who
Florida
is
man, I know you're
so
streaming me. How
slow.
about you and I meet at the local police department? I show you what I have.
Okay.
I have.
What?
And you show the police department you're in.
Sure. Let's get it.
Wait, so was he just streaming OG?
Okay?
Yeah, let's
Because
get
the
it.
last time I checked, you're not the judge, you're not the jury, you're not the police. In fact, you're on the run from the fucking police. And I don't have to. The last time I checked, you're not the judge, you're not the jury, you're not the police. And I don't have to show you a fuck thing. And stop messaging people asking what proof they have.
I ain't messaging nobody asking what proof they have.
Show you a fuck thing. And stop not what proof they have.
I ain't messaging nobody asking what proof they have. How about that
What
one?
happened with Florida Man and Megan? Four men threatened to dox Megan, Joyce Mallory, and a few more. I mean, I've already said it publicly, but last year, after somebody saw Farah in here gifting me, I definitely got warning DMs about her, and I don't even know who she is. I didn't even really know who she was then. And I had her on my main page, but my main got bananaed, and I haven't seen her since I started using this account. But I 100% got a warning about her. Yeah. I mean, obviously it didn't happen with me because I'm not big on gifts anyway. I mean, I would thank her. I think I sent her a DM once. It was like, you know, thank you for the gifts, but I don't, like, it's not necessary. I don't need gifts kind of thing. So obviously it was never going to be a problem on my end, but I absolutely got a warning DM. So when this, like, was first coming out, I was like, whoa.
How about that one?
Let's play a game.
How many trans people can Megan hate today? How about that one?
Game.
How many trans people can Megan hate today?
Game. Truth or dare. OG will tell.
Is he saying how many trans people can Megan hate today? See, this is what irritates me, though, is like you knew this stuff, right? So, like, why use it on Mad Day? You knew this stuff. It's the same thing with the racism shit. Like, they all know this, so I don't see, if you're not going to hold your moral standard in your spine then, why is it just wait for Let's Get Mad Day?
Tell the truth if you do her dare.
Especially if you claim to be an ally.
How many trans...
OG will tell the truth if you do her dare.
I like the game better. How many trans people can Megan hate
Mods,
today?
can someone do me a favor and go through...
The trans people can Megan hate
Mods,
today.
can someone do me a favor and go through and... Mel, you'd probably be best at doing this because you know what blocks out what, but I would like Bougie's name blocked.
You should be able to stand with 1 million or stand with one and have your same opinions. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, though, it doesn't make any sense to not hold your moral standard until Get Mad Day, but claim to be an ally at the same time. I don't like that. She was making those comments, right? She was making those comments back when she said the N-word with the hard ER was a fucking pronoun. And I believe I've played the clip where she made those comments. I don't even know how long ago that was. I think it was like a month ago when I played the clip. Do I still have that clip? Did we put that in Discord, you guys? I don't think we have a channel for that. Somebody sent it to me. Who sent that to me? I don't remember who sent it to me. Oh, it was Megan.
I would like Farah's name blocked. I'd like Florida Man's name blocked. Respectfully, I don't want any other names brought up in my live. I'm gonna say I said it a few minutes ago. I don't want any other names brought up in my. I'm gonna say I said it a few minutes ago. I'm gonna say it again. I will not be speaking on the situation. No, clearly you can't ask any more questions.
I will. She will not be speaking on the situation because she knows she's guilty as fuck.
I'll say it again. I will not be
speaking on the situation because she knows she knows.
Rewatch is so sketchy. Like, we know that they're getting these clips from Rewatch and then downloading them and posting them because they repeat.
She showed one screenshot of text.
Apparently, y'all don't know
faked some emails, and now Mallory, Megan, and OG are fucking in the corner crying. And she knows that she showed one screen and OG are
I think so.
Read that and figure it out. But I literally said when I started,
and OG are fucking in the corner crying.
But I literally said when I started my live, I'm not speaking on this. When the time is right, I will speak on it.
I will speak on it then.
But I literally said when I started,
speak on it then.
Mods, anybody who does speak on it, feel free to block them. Because I didn't go live to speak on it, I know it. Mods, anybody who, feel free to block them. Who speak on it, I know it's probably heartbreaking to have to be
I agree with the chat. How about the invoice for all 29 transactions and how about the invoice for all 29 transactions and the receipt for the overnight shipment of everything?
Nope. Stop that. Nope. Absolutely.
I have a question about that, though, right? Because I've been watching, like, kind of all sides on some of this when it first came about. With the nails. My question would be for the nails. So when she purchased the nails and got the overnighting, was the pricing for that transparent? Right? So if you call somebody and you say, hey, I want to order these, but I need them overnighted. Did somebody say, hey, this is going to be like $400? Are you cool with that? That's going to be what the cost between the nails and the overnight shipping. And if you said yes, then you cannot cry about it. Right? And even if you didn't say yes, usually when I buy something, I make sure I know the price. I make sure that I know the price. I'm not going to just go blind buy something and then be like, oh yeah, full send it all, and then I'll just send you a fuck ton of money. To me, that doesn't make sense. To me, it matters if you agreed. Fair, but why did she have your card number? Yeah, I'm aware of a lot of it. I've been watching pretty much all of it on both sides. Did you agree for her to be your assistant? And with the nails transactions, were you aware of the cost or were you just like blind buying? Yeah, I've seen the text messages where you give her permission to run it. Do you think that maybe the other ones could be because I've read some of the texts that if she tried to run it and it declined, so you guys tried it again because there was a text that I saw that you gave her permission to run it again, that's where a double charge would come in? And that's a big question I have too. The nails, did you agree for the $400 price? Because that was ran a couple of times.
Not. Absolutely not. Nope.
I don't think she gave the physical card to somebody, Snickers. I think she gave the numbers. And was there an agreement, like a cost or a price, uh, for her to be your assistant? And then I think I asked this question once, but I don't know if I got an answer. Did you know, or what was the cost of the nails that you agreed to with the overnighting? Can one of my mods pin my Discord? And in a live, Farah said she wasn't planning a wedding, but a video on her page said she was. Oof. Because so you agreed to the price of the nails. So here's a question. So all of those transactions were right. You're saying she frauded you. Did she send you the nails? Did you receive the product? Did you receive the product that she sent and paid the overnight shipping for? For overnight shipping, it's not uncommon, to be honest. It's really not that uncommon. Somebody shipped us Christmas gifts in a box, like a medium-sized box, and it was literally $90. And that wasn't even overnight. Just being transparent. Just being transparent. Next day shipping starts at $125 right now for a standard package. Yeah. Yeah, no, that shit's not cheap anymore. Stamps aren't even cheap anymore. So I asked a question, and it hasn't been answered yet. Were the products received? Were the products received? Did you receive the nails? Okay, the answer was yes. So here's my question. So OG mails you these nails, pays for the overnighting, and then we get this load of she's a scammer, she's this and that, and you get the bank involved and you stop payments and you request money back. But you received product. So my question is does OG get paid for the product that she sent? And is she getting reimbursed for the overnighted nails? Because I'm going to be transparent here. That's fraud too. That's fraud too. You received goods and now you want a cash back. You want a charge back for goods and services that you received. And if that's the case, from the messages that I saw, you got refunds, right? The green is the money. What's it called, you guys? Is it Chime? Something like that? They were kicking back your money with refunds, right? Square. So they kick back your money with refunds, right? So you got your money back, but did OG get her money back for the goods you received that you agreed to pay? Because that's fraud too. And no harm, no foul against Florida Man, right? Because I know about like the card shop and I mean I've talked to Florida Man about pretty much all of that shit, right? But what confuses me is that you would choose somebody that is accused of robbing a store, right? We're going to say allegedly accused. To my knowledge, has not been charged or gone to court. I'm not a judge or a jury. But you pick that person after him and OG fall out for whatever reason to talk to your bank and to cover this story for you. And I haven't heard you talk about it at all. But OG's getting slack for not wanting to talk about it either. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That's really confusing to me. It's very, very confusing to me. And yeah, I mean, the flip side of it for me, that's one of the main questions that I've had the entire time because I can't imagine ever going online to do a purchase, not knowing the cost and not agreeing and just full sending somebody my credit card numbers to charge it, especially not that much for nails. So that was one of my biggest questions. Did you agree to that? The answer was yes. But then you do kickbacks on Square saying that you were scammed, but OG definitely still paid that shipping money. And I don't know, does anybody in the chat know that is friends with OG? Does she do nails? Like, does she have like a little nail business? She does. Okay, so she would have had to make the nails, right? So like a normal business, you walk in, um, and you purchase something from a business, right? And I'm sure that Farrah's not the only one. Um, wait, what? Hold on a second. Spreadlove, are you in here still? Are you in my chat threatening to dox people? You want to grab a box? You want to grab a box for me? If you're a good girl, you'll grab a box. Grab a box. So you won't box up, right? Because you're not boxing up. So you won't box up, but you'll sit in chats and threaten to dox people. Do you see how fucking childish that is? Do you see how fucking childish that is? You didn't what? Wait, are you the same one that was in OG's comments yesterday? Is this like a backup account for you? Because I definitely blocked your main. No. I tend not to dream about roaches. It is you. Um Imagine being blocked on your main and then chasing people around on a backup and still won't box up. Yeah, I told you were like the annoying little fucking kid in class that never shuts the fuck up. Yeah. You're not the leader of shit, actually. You're actually not the leader of anything. How can you lead? How can you lead if you don't even have enough confidence to get in a fucking box? What are you leading? A chat? You don't lead the chat over here. No, ma'am. Um, in order to be a leader, you might have to use your voice for something good, and you might not have to be a let's get mad and tell your business ass bitch or threaten to dox people just because you can't handle the one-on-one, right? Um, you're I don't always dream about roaches, but when I do, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Of course you wouldn't be. Listen, how could you be mad if you just sit and hide in the chats and you don't have enough balls to box up, right? Same thing with you saying that you're a leader. You can't lead if you don't use a voice. Somebody who only stays in the chat, talks shit, and never boxes up, um, you're a coward. You're actually embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing. Do you know who's behind that account? Is that what you're saying, 3 Mile? She gifts Lisa Richards. Oh, I know you fucking lying. So you're mad thinking that somebody scammed somebody, but you're donating to the fucking rack house? Oh my gosh. Her name is Brittany. Ooh yeah, come give details. Well, hello, Brittany. Hello, Brittany from the Strictly comments. Lisa's your girlfriend? That's interesting. Well, that explains a lot, right? That explains a lot. Oh shit. That actually explains everything. That explains everything. Oh god, this is definitely going to be good.
Hey, sorry.
Hi.
So I'm in the comments. That girl has been exposed everywhere over TikTok. I stream on another side of TikTok with my main people, and that girl has posted, when I mean deceased children's people's addresses. If you go to her page, there's multiple things that she has posted. She goes in, she makes these accounts, and she will continue to harass and bully and harass and bully. Now, when it gets back onto her, in the sense of, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen type, she goes and exposes more than just what she's exposing. She's posting deceased children. She's posting, family members. She's posting, addresses. She's posting personal information. She's calling people's like family members. She's doing all this. Her name is Brittany. She's no secret. If you can go into any top live or whatever, and they have seen her. Spreadlove is her main account. She has about probably 12 different accounts, but she will go and make different accounts of like people. So like for you, like MJ, like she'll go make an account of you and go into people's lives and act, and put you as a profile pic and do all that weird shit. So yeah, she is definitely one of those people. But yeah, she's been exposed more than once. And there's, the T pages have her on there.
What, like, where do people find this kind of time?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, her real name is Brittany.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, her real name is Brittany. They have contacted, the people that she stays with. I'm not 100% sure of who she stays with, but they have contacted the people that she stays with. That has, they're aware of what she does. So that Spreadlove account is, yeah, she's a toxic weird. She's just a weirdo. Straight
Yeah.
up, she's just a weirdo. She sits in the comments and she'll go back and forth with you in the comments, but she won't get in the box. And when she does get in the box, she doesn't say anything. And when she does say anything, it's very quiet, and she mutes herself and all that. She has been in the box a couple times, but she doesn't, she doesn't say anything. She's just one of those people that will go on lives and create drama and post like, stuff on the read about it, and over here, on her accounts. Her multiple accounts have been taken down because she had one person's deceased child on there, and she took it, way too far, and it just went way too far.
Lord have mercy. Ain't nothing more annoying than a keyboard warrior.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, 100%,
we
100%.
don't take people like Britney serious. Like
Yeah,
you
no, you
like,
can't.
in order for me to take you serious, you're gonna have to box up with me and at least have a conversation. So I mean, somebody that just stays in the chat and doing weird shit like that and hiding behind it, yeah, they get no love.
Yeah, no, 100%. And she only gets the negative attention because she be doing the shit that she does. She's not that young, but she knows the right from wrong, and she has done that fake apology, like, I won't do it again. I'll delete my accounts. But you're here, Spreadlove. Like, yeah, you're here. So I mean,
Well,
that didn't
no,
really.
no. Let me correct you. She is no longer here. We're 2 for 2 accounts. So now we're going to wait for number 3
Yeah,
through 10.
she might not come back because she knows who I am, and I have my own T page, so and she's up there, so it is what it is. But yeah, she's definitely one of those people that will continue to come back and and just start bullshit. She has Spreadlove. She has a couple accounts of that. She has one that is her name. It's like Spreadlove Brit or something like that, and then she has another account that is a little bit different. Yeah, you can find her all over the read about it. She's everywhere.
What if she changes her name to like Coward Comment Brittany?
she pro- she probably will, but I wouldn't be surprised if profile pic of me.
Rename your account, run and hide.
But yeah, she's known all over the app for the shit that she does. But
Thank you, Martin.
that's all.
Period. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
I just
info.
wanted to come up and explain where that girl came from. I don't know where she came from, but she can go back to where she came from because
I don't know if her mama would like that. Probably
Yeah,
a little too big to go
probably
right back.
not, but
she can go to the corner.
Yeah, she
right?
can go.
That's
go
where
that way.
timeouts happen.
But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to come up and let you know about the Spreadlove account.
Period.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Florida man knew about this before he got everyone to feel sorry for her. Yeah, I'm noticing in the beginning of this live replay, he's saying something about Megan being like making comments about trans people, which I knew. I played that clip like a month ago. But now that for whatever reason they fell out, he's wanting to say that again.
2 days? Who takes down the decorations 2 days?
It's Get Mad Day. Wait, where did Farah go? Did she add me on Discord to send that stuff? But either way, what I said, Farah, stands. If you ordered products and services from OG and then you got kickbacks from Square, that means that OG is out product and overnight shipping money too. So that's fraudulent as well, right? That's definitely fraudulent as well.
Ravens, Packers at Lambeau.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
How about them Chicago Bears, everybody?
How about them trans people that Megan hates, everybody? How about Megan's husband being a racist?
How about them Chicago Bears, everybody?
How about just everybody?
We don't have a team at all, do they?
How about OG? Greens.
How about Mallory's husband?
How about them Chicago Bears, everybody?
How about them trans people that Megan hates, everybody? How about Megan's husband being a racist?
How about them Chicago Bears?
Yeah, see that part right there. How about Megan's husband being a racist? But like you knew this. You already knew this. You already knew that. You already knew that. Bringing that up on Mad Day is like, I don't know. Why is it a big deal now if it wasn't before? If you didn't hold a standard before? I don't understand that. No, Farah, I asked the tough questions and Farah left.
Here's everybody.
How about
just everybody? We don't have a team at all, do they?
How about OG green screen the R word that one time? Remember when she sat there on the green screen with it trying to? How about OG? Define it. Saying it was okay to say because it was a medical term.
And can I just say, and this is one thing I will thank Laura.
Define it. Medical term.
And can I just say, and I'm at for, because he made such a big stink about Mallory's cheese. Because he made such a piece. I went and checked my cheese in my fridge.
Daily feed, your question is, didn't Bougie say transphobic things too and he's still besties with her? Why only for some? I am unaware of that. I don't know. I do know about her saying the N-word. I played that clip.
Was in there checking for my cheese. I cleaned my whole fridge. I went and checked my cheese. I cleaned my whole fridge.
Can Mod in my Discord again?
If you needed me to remind you to clean your fridge, something's wrong.
I got so many messages about that.
Hey, Io, how are you?
How people were up at 3 a.m. cleaning out their refrigerator.
None of my people messaged me and said they cleaned out their fridge, so at least my people got clean fridges.
Yeah, so I called Mallory and was like, I need to see your cheese now. Cheese, please. It's all within by date. Does cheese go to... Oh, I thought it said, does cheese go to bed? And I'm like, what? Does cheese go to... I'm like, what? Yeah, it goes bad.
Does what, Dalton? Don't give me PTSD!
That voice. Is it Dalton?
No, they're streaming.
I thought it was fucking Dalton.
Yeah, you're gone. Get out of here.
Love you.
Jesus, no. God, don't say it a third time. It's been peaceful around here. Feliz Navidad. Fuck. No, I believe he's streaming OG. OG and Megan.
No, if it's got green cheese does. I mean, like
please,
what?
no.
No, if it's got green cheese does. I mean, like if it's got like green, like fuzzy stuff, go ahead, eat it. You're good.
Well, you're welcome, TikTok. I motivated a lot of you guys to do something.
Like green, like fuzzy stuff, go ahead.
TikTok, I motivated a lot. You're welcome. I appreciate it. I get my husband to appreciate it too.
Yeah, you tripping. Too much of that couch lock, girl.
Well, it looks like Megan and Mallory are just as guilty as OG. So it looks like their names have to go to the police too. Because they seem to be involved behind the scenes in some way.
We're gonna see a video of Megan, right, Christy? Good old Ben Salem. We're gonna see a video of Megan cleaning out the fridge. Have you checked your dates lately?
Have you checked your bank account lately? OG may have charged your account.
Your dates lately?
Yeah, do you know how many jars of jelly you have in your refrigerator?
How many charges you got on your bank statement?
Yeah, do you know how many jars of jelly?
How many charges you got on your bank statement?
That's fucking funny. I couldn't believe it. I got 4 grape jellies. I was like, the fuck?
No, see, cause I'm the same way.
I couldn't believe it.
Cause I'm the same way. Like, when it gets, low, for some reason, I don't want to use what's in the bottom.
When your bank account gets low, OG runs.
For some reason, I don't want.
Your bank account gets low, OG runs and hides and says, I don't want to talk about it.
Out of the fresh jar, so it always gets left. See, and
here's my thing with that, though. Just because you're speaking on Farah's behalf doesn't mean that OG has to speak about anything. Does that make sense? If you're on the internet and you're saying, you went to authorities and you called the banks and you this and you that, if it was me, the internet is the last place that I would go. And honestly, my honest opinion, I don't think, Florida man, that you should be online talking about it either if the police were called and the banks are involved. I don't think that that's TikTok content at all. And if she feels like she would have to lawyer up, try to prove her case, I wouldn't be on live talking about it either. Especially when you have weirdo, coward comment warriors like Spreadlove threatening to dox people. Why? And you guys group everybody together, so why would she want that? Why would anybody want that? Even if it was Farah, right? Let's flip it to the other side. Even if it was Farah, why would she want to go live and talk about it if somebody else was threatening to, or Not even threatening, because it was said that the banks were called and the authorities were called. She was filing a police report, remember? So that doesn't make any sense. And the grouping everybody together is weird. Everybody can make their own decision just based off of what they've seen, and this is why it's so important to keep the shit off of TikTok, right? Because if you're presenting it angry and you're not 100% sure that what you're presenting is actually the truth, it could go left real quick. And I'm going to be honest, I'm non-biased and I see a lot of red flags on Farah's end. I really do. Because she received goods and services in overnight. And if she challenged Square to that and Square is refunding all of that money, then that means OG's out money too. And overnight shipping is not cheap. The post office is expensive as fuck right now. So, in hindsight, Farah is getting her money back, but OG's not. And if you buy goods and services and you receive the product and then you want to do a kickback, that's fraud. It's fraud. That's fraud. It's fraud. Fraud. Fraud! It's fraud.
I don't extra, so it always gets love. I like grape jelly. That's popular demand and Stinky's doing.
And I don't know who said that about the jelly, but I'm totally guilty of that shit too. We don't use the end of the jelly. But put it outside for the animals. Birds love that shit.
I'm a strawberry type man and Stinky's doing. I'm a strawberry type gal.
Strawberries where it's at?
I like strawberry on toast, but grape jelly for peanut butter and jelly. I'm a strawberry type. I like strawberry.
Ask OG for the invoice for all the goods and services they do not exist. I don't know what you mean by that question, but I guess I can answer it for now in this way. Some of the charges, the receipts, they say 4 nails, right? And Farah was in here and she said that she ordered the nails, and also said that she knew how much they were going to cost, right? Because most of us, when we go buy a product, we're not just like, oh, I don't, yeah. I mean, unless you rich, unless you got that kind of money, you're not just like, oh, hey, yeah, full send this. Don't worry about the price, right?
I'm just going to comment on that really quick because I'm a small business owner, right? OG spent time, money, energy into making custom nails. Custom, like, nails just don't come, magically, right? When nails are custom, because I get custom nails made by a TikToker off of here also. They have to send you what is called a nail chart. Nail chart is basically something that is to fit sizes of your nails. So she spent time and money, regardless of, of how much it was or when it was. They are expensive. I've seen OG's nails, but she puts in a lot of effort to make them the way that she likes them, right? And make, not only her happy as, the person that's making the product, but for her customers, because some of these nails are custom made. She's getting different things and all this, right? So they're not just basic nails of, just a French tip, right? There's colors, there's artwork, there's, little things that you notice on the nails that you're like, wow, that's really nice, right? So yeah, there's not cheap, and getting nail stuff is not cheap. So, and overnighting, UPS, FedEx, they're charging at least $100 or more for overnight shipping because of the holidays. So she's shipping out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sets of nails. That's $800 in overnight shipping. And then someone to kick back and be like, oh, it's fraud, or oh, this, or oh, that, or oh, I didn't get the product. That's not only money out of her book, but it's fraud. It's just not right. So that's why I came up to comment, because yeah, nails are just not, they're not the basic nails that you used to get, back in the day. I used to get sets of nails You know, I used to walk into a nail salon and get a full set for 20, 30, $40. Now you go into a nail salon, you're paying 95, 100 to more, depending on the length, depending on how many jewels you have, depending on if there's artwork, depending like the color scheme. Like there's so many different things that that they charge now. The jewels that come on your fingertips. I can show you the nails that I have on right now. All these little jewels, they charge probably like anywhere from $2 to $5 each. My full finger is done in jewels and and a bow. So it's kind of, and the length, they they charge by the length too. If you get short nails, then you're probably going to pay a little bit short, a little bit less. But the longer the nails and the more details you're going to come out of pocket for. And when you're a nail tech, you let your customers know, like, hey, by the way, this is my price point. If you want 12 jewels on one finger, you're looking at $2 to
That's what I was
$5.
saying. Like, I would like to see the communication about that. Like, and Farah agreeing to that price. And Mallory, to your comment, which was it's not just nails, though OG did other work for her. I'm gonna have one of my mods scroll up and try to get the screenshot, but Farah said that she was only her assistant for one day, is what she said in here. So it would be interesting to see all of the communications, and all that stuff, which I'm automatically assuming is a lie because there was a lot of interaction. Even in the receipts, there's like a lot of different days. You know what I mean? There's a lot of
Yeah,
different
and
days.
it doesn't come down to the nails point. I saw a comment that said it's not about the nails. You're right. It's not about the nails, but it's the backfire of the products and everything that she's done, and now it's being called fraud. Like that puts a damper on not only your like you as a person, but it puts a damper on your business because
Yeah.
now you have people going around saying that you're making fraud this, fraud that, and all this other it just puts a damper on shit. Like being a small business owner is like you get one bad person that says they don't like the work or whatever, and they spread it through TikTok, IG, Book of Faces, anything. Your name is tarnished. Everything's tarnished. Everything that you work for or working for is tarnished.
Yeah.
So it's not, you're right, it's not about the nails. It's the principle of the fact. It's the principle of the matter that she produced items, products, she's helped, and now you're over here calling fraud on it. It is crazy. It's diabolical.
No good. And that's another thing, another red flag to me. So, like, somebody that I'm going to assume, and I don't know how long OG and Farah have known each other, but there is no amount of money that could convince me that somebody on TikTok is going to be safe with not only my credit card numbers, but my medical information, to be calling and making doctor's appointments, shit to that level. It just, to me, that's a red flag. My opinion only. That I don't. That's to me. That's out there. To me, that is out there.
That's all, NJ. I'm gonna jump down. I'll be in
You're
the
good. Thank
comments.
you so much.
Of course.
Sorry about the typing, y'all. Um, turn this volume down. Yeah, I accepted. Yeah, so it just, that part just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense to me that you could, with your whole chest, say that somebody was only your assistant for a day. So all of this stuff just happened within a day.
And I have a question about that because that's what everybody is saying, that OG was just her assistant for a day making an appointment. But Farah actually sent me a message looking for OG because OG had to run reports for her. So, how many times did OG run reports for you too? Since she was also running reports and made your doctor's appointments, so how many times did she really help you and be your actual assistant? Because it wasn't just making one doctor's appointment.
Mm.
That's my question. Like, how many times did, and obviously it might be more. It might not just be making appointments, and it might not just be running reports, but that shows right there that she didn't just help you make one appointment.
Yeah, and
And I mean, I have the text from Farah looking for these reports.
well, that and the gifting, the gifting OG the day before. But again, my thing is regardless, let's say for whatever reason it's true, right? You still received goods and services and products, and OG paid overnight shipping for a product, and you got the kickbacks from Square. So if OG is out that money, right? So she gets up and she gathers all of her receipts, right? And there's, and Farah agreed to $400 for nails 2 or 3 times, however many times it was. I don't know that information. But that all got kicked back from Square, and Farah agreed to that amount. Then if OG is out the overnight shipping and she's out the cost of the nails, that too is fraud. You cannot receive goods and services to your house in your hands and then claim a kickback. It's fraud. That is also fraud. Farrah sent shipping money on Cash App.
That's all I wanted to say up here. And I'll send OG the message so she has that. But that was my question. So if Farah can answer that or someone can answer that, I'd like to know.
Repeat your question one more time because I just saw some people enter.
Because she's claiming that OG only technically worked for her the one day making an appointment. But I have a message where Farah was looking for OG because she needed OG to run reports for her. So it wasn't just one appointment. How many times did OG have to run reports for you? So that's my question.
Period. Thank you so much.
No problem. I can't drop. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it leaves more questions than answers, and there's just a lot of shit. I'm a critical thinker, right? So I can watch on this side and I can watch on this side, and I can look at all the receipts, and there's just still a lot of questions. I'm gonna read for a second. And if you're watching, to the person DMing me right now, in here as well, as soon as I asked the questions about the nails, and I mentioned that I had seen the text where she gave all the authorization for her card to be ran, she left the chat as well. Over here. Sorry about the typing now. I just realized the first group's sent back to front. So start with the last. Okay, I got you. I appreciate it. Holy shit, I missed a ton of comments. First Lady, I don't know what your comment means, but I don't think all of the transactions were intended for nails, if that makes sense. If you've paid attention to the receipts at all, you would know that not all of that money was towards nails. My main question was towards the nails, right? Because they were paid for. To my knowledge, they were paid for and they were sent, and overnight shipping was paid. There was a comment, so I'm not sure who paid the overnight shipping. But either way, the price of the nails. As far as the monster thing, so I watched, I believe OG talked about that a little bit, and she explained what was going on in the Discord, and that she got a hold of you immediately. But she also explained that she was scared, and that's why she didn't want Florida Man to know. That's why she didn't want any of them to know, but she wanted to come to you to be transparent. So my question for that would be, did Bougie come to you as well? And if it's true about Bougie playing the 5150 video and wanting Monster to be dragged for that again, which I do believe that Megan said in OG's live last night the same thing, I don't think Bougie should get a pass for that either. And I think it is a stand-up thing for OG to come forward, even if she's scared but thinks that somebody should know something. I think it's worse for somebody who claims to be your friend to run and hide if this is how it happened, if this is the truth. I think that it's more detrimental for people to claim to be your friend and not be transparent with you, even when it's hard, versus somebody who's scared but they're still going to come to you and be transparent. And sometimes people have to say shit to cover that up, and it doesn't mean that it's right. But if they're scared but they want to be transparent, they might do something to make it seem like, I don't know how to word it. I think that partially makes sense. Farah, are you in here on a fake account? Farah, you don't have to hide. Listen, I don't do the, like, I'm not picking a side thing, right? I'm just picking apart the information. Like I said, I'm a critical thinker. So I can fuck with you and tell you you're wrong, and I can not fuck with you and tell you you're right. You don't have to sit in here and hide. You don't have to do that. The box is open to anybody. I'm super easy to talk to. Just don't try to lie and bullshit me, especially if it's something I know the truth about. Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. I don't like that shit. But I'm not going to be like, get mad and dox you. Like, I don't do that shit. I like conversation. I prefer conversation with resolution, to be honest. Yeah, but lady, here's the thing. I was warned about Farah last year. If I had my main account and it wasn't bananaed, I'd pull up those messages. I talked about it in the beginning of the live. I was warned about Farah. Farah was in here gifting me. I had no idea who Farah was. I had never really seen her around. The first time I seen her in my room was because she was like big gifting me, and everybody knows how I feel about gifting. I tell everybody all the time, TikTok is not my source of income. I couldn't even tell you how to cash out. And any gifts I do get, I just recycle it back because I don't cash out. I'm not a big give me gifts person. I don't do the pay to drop. I don't worry about any of that. I sit on here and I'm super annoying and I run my mouth for free. And somebody saw her gifting me and they sent me a DM. And I have been asked multiple times if it was Blue, because there was a rumor supposedly that Blue had said that, and it was not Blue. It was a female. It was a female. So we can learn a lot of things about a lot of people, right? I think a lot of us forget that we don't actually know who we sit around most of the time, and we learn the hard way. Can we agree on that? I don't want to see a single person crying about what happened to Rizzo when people are pushed every day. But, I mean, Florida Man is one of those people. Some of the people that do some of the most vile shit on here get passes. And they attack people every single day. But I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. I think it is hypocritical and all that shit to claim to be an ally. It's just like Megan. It's just like Megan with the transphobia shit and the racism. We can't just wait until it's Be Mad Day and then want to bring it up and drag her when our moral compass says we knew about it the whole fucking time. I don't understand that. I have a hard time understanding that. Hey, River.
Hey, I just wanted to come up and kind of, back up that statement, because I remember back, thank you, baby, when I was still sitting with Dalton, there was a point where Farah came in and gifted him, and multiple of us, after she was in the chat saying, oh, I had to take my card off TikTok because I don't remember the actual reason, but it was some story kind of similar to what's going on right now. And I remember getting messages on the back end, multiple of the mods did, about this isn't the first time she's pulled this shit. It's always somebody else. It's never what she's doing. So it's not anything new. And I have no issue with the girl. I don't fucking know her. I don't care to. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just stating what I've seen over the time I've been on the app. And hey, Drew. Thank you, Uni. But yeah, I just wanted to come up and say that. I'm going to drop because my little one came home and just opened all her presents.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Thank you.
She changes so much. She maxed it recently. Yeah. So like I said, like the money, as far as the dollar sign, it seems to be a pattern. It seems to be a pattern. If I would have never got that warning message, from that female, I probably wouldn't have thought twice about it, right? I probably wouldn't even be talking about this, but I'm seeing it all in my critical thinking. Like, I just can't help but talk about it because it just seems off. It's giving to me like you have a money spending problem, right? And I'm not dogging you for that. A lot of people have that issue. And you kind of got caught up. You were sending too much. You were authorizing too much. I've seen some of the messages. You got caught up. It got out of hand and you got caught up, and then with Square flagging shit and then doing the kickbacks, that comes with emails and receipts and things that you can't really hide, right? It's easier to send money, right? Because you just type in the amount, you hit send, and then you can control the notifications. But when banks start doing the kickbacks, now you're dealing with phone calls. Now you're dealing with emails. Now you're dealing with bank statements. If you have a, what do you call it? Somebody that handles your finances. If your money goes through somebody that handles your finances, right? Once those kickbacks start coming in, they get notified as well. There's so much shit to it. An accountant, yes. And I don't know if she has one. I'm just saying. I'm familiar with accountants and financial advisors, and I know how it goes when you get kickbacks or if things are flagged for fraud. I know how that goes. So, and it's a red flag to me that you're having Florida Man cover this, knowing. So you have Florida Man covering this, and like I said, I don't hate Florida Man. I'm not here to hate on anybody. I'm just talking about the facts. You have Florida Man covering it. Everybody's dogging on OG for not talking about it publicly, but you have somebody else speaking publicly about it on your behalf. Somebody who is accused, allegedly, I'm not the judge, the trial, or the jury, of stealing. It's odd to me. It's very odd to me. I don't know if hypocritical would be the good word for that, but it's odd to me. It's very odd to me. Okay, and let's say that Farah did pay for the shipping. Let's say that she ordered nails and she paid for the shipping. Okay, so let's remove the shipping cost out of that. But if she still agreed to amount for the nails and she received the nails, whether she paid for the shipping or not, that would still make OG out of that money from the Square kickbacks. You know what's off to me? People pretending to be your friend and talking about your grief. But let me ask you, Monster, is Bougie getting that? Is everybody that was in that Discord and that was a part of that I think is very vile? You know exactly how I feel about that 5150 shit and people trying to determine what your mental health crisis looked like. Are they all being held to the same standard? Are they all being held? Because from what I've heard, that's just what I've heard. Don't know if it's true or not. From what I've heard, there were a lot of people involved in that Discord. So my critical thinking, I have to ask, is everybody being held to the same standard that OG is? And if not, I think they should be. And I think that even if it's hard, you should have a conversation with OG. And Bougie too. Anybody that was involved in that Discord where that happened to you, Monster, because I do feel like you have every reason and right to be upset about that, right? You went through that shit with Pastor Petty and he allowed the other goofy goobers to do what they did to you while claiming that they were your friend. So I agree. You should feel exactly how you should feel about it. But they all should be held accountable. Anybody that sat in there and agreed, anybody that sat in there and listened, no matter how it played out, anybody that had an opinion, anybody that said that you lied, all of them. All of them. And I have to say it because I'm watching it from Florida Man right now as I replay this clip. Who gave Megan a pass for the racism and the transphobia, but now that he's mad, we're going to bring it all up again. So it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Because that's, I mean, and even if that's so, right? Even if that's so, how many of the other ones participated in it? Because they're all just as guilty. A friend that stands by you, just like what Petty should have done. He should have kept shutting it down and saying, absolutely not. If that was the case, in that case, whoever was in that Discord and heard it should have shut OG down, if that's the truth, should have shut her down and said, no, why would we do that? Like, Monster's our friend. Why would we want to do that? Why would we want that played? Absolutely not. And to my understanding, and maybe somebody can clear it up, to my understanding, that didn't happen. They all participated, and then the only person that contacted you about it, to be transparent, was OG. Bougie wanted to show it. She went to Brittany because Monster had the video taken down from YouTube. Wait, Brittany, the Spreadlove Brittany? Or is this a different Brittany? Why are there so many Britneys? Spreadlove got an Uber out on 2 accounts so far. Bougie wanted Monster gone because she didn't want Sassy Virgo and them coming around. I mean, but if OG participated in that, to be fair, I haven't seen the conversation, right? I've only heard about it. So far, the 2 takes that I've heard are the exact same story, which is that Bougie was pushing for it. The only thing that gets me is that OG called Monster about it, right? So only some of them kept it a secret, and I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna read a couple things real quick. Yeah, and see, I'm seeing these messages, and Farah, like, you're pushing for your card to be ran. You're giving the okay for your card to be ran. Oh.
Negative Nancy. Girl, you in here saying that MJ is a scammer bitch, but you're on a fake page. So how we supposed to know where we gotta find this lie? We supposed to be waiting for a live about you, MJ, because apparently you was a mod from someone named Tulip and you was a scammer.
Keep saying that, and they have the wrong MJ. Bitch, how many times do we have to tell these goofy goobers that I have no idea who that creator is? I have never been a mod for whatever the name. I can't even remember who the name is because I don't fucking know them. It's not the same MJ, you fucking weirdos. Hello?
And then you on a fake page. How we supposed to know where to find the lie?
Kim Peters, that's the one. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
I'm sorry, I just thought that was so fucking funny because who the fuck is he in that?
Listen, watch my chat for a second, okay? I'm going to ask everybody in here right now. Have I, all 241 of you, have I ever asked any of you for a single, even 5 cents on this app?
No.
Let's watch the comments. No, never. Not Kim Peters. No, nope. Nope. I'm waiting for the yes, damn it. No, nothing over here. No, nope.
I've been watching MJ for about 3-4 years now, and I have never seen her around no Kim Peters.
Now listen, I did send MJ some money for some butthole pictures, and I never got them. Hey, it's the truth, everyone. I paid for some pictures that I never did get, and yeah.
Some pictures of the cloaca?
Yeah, and I did never get them.
Well, did I get my toe pictures?
You did actually, and I sent you pictures of some crawfish toes, and I never got anything in return.
No, what you sent me was a picture of you eating a crawfish from the back, and that's not what I asked for.
Did you just almost say I sent you a picture of me in the crotch? Yes, I know. She's a scammer. She scammed me out of some pictures. She even got pictures of some crawfish butt. And Tammy just an all-around scammer. She be scamming us for some beers.
Bitch, Tammy went blonde.
Listen.
Tammy's a blonde?
Proof it didn't happen. Proof or it's not real.
And that motherfucker over there is not real.
Yep. Proof or it did not happen.
Proof or it did not happen. Okay, so did we determine that I have no fucking idea who Kimberly Peters is? I'm not the same MJ, and I've never asked anybody for 5 fucking cents on this app.
No, but you know what's crazy? I think I know what MJ they're talking about because you do look like her, but it's definitely not you. It's definitely not you.
Mommy.
Wait, I look like Kim Peters?
No, there's another MJ on here. You guys do look pretty similar, but it's not you. It's a different MJ. She's on a different side of TikTok.
I got a short-haired lesbian doppelganger?
Yes. Yes, you do. You actually do, MJ.
Chat, I'm fucking cooked. I'm cooked! Okay, so now I gotta change the name.
Somebody go find this other MJ. Somebody needs to go find this other MJ so we can see him.
Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm about to go find her again, and I'm gonna send it.
Here we go. Green screen in my alleged. I don't even know. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can't. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on.
So I need you when you get off this live to send me my pictures. You scammer.
Maybe.
Now.
Maybe in February. Maybe in February.
Ooh, so for Valentine's or Mardi Gras?
You're gonna have to talk to my secretary. She's somewhere in the chat. Her name is
Amber, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm talking to the host.
How are you gonna cut me off and just say her name? Can't we have anything nice?
No. Not until I get my pictures. Monster, you're grounded and you don't get to see the moon either. Now y'all have a good day.
You said, who is Peter? I don't know. I don't know who Peter is, but either way, I don't float that way. Can somebody from over there come explain to me why they all think that I'm that MJ? Because I'm really not. I don't even like gifting. I've told everybody since I started a platform, you do not have to gift me. I don't care. I should actually just permanently turn my gifting off because I don't care about gifting. I don't cash out from this app. Transparency, if you gift me, it's going to be gifted to somebody else. Because I don't even know how to cash out from TikTok. I've never done it. So I'm reading this screenshot. But I don't want to like overstep. If there's things that they don't want shared, I don't want to like share it. But this is fucking insane to me. I was a whole mod and didn't even know. Hold on. Yo. Okay, so all of this stuff has been shown. Let me go find it again. Damn it. Because Florida Man presented this as if Farah was married, right? Because in some of the receipts you see that the invoice, to my understanding, the invoice for a wedding was created because they kept locking OG's accounts. So an invoice was created. It was presented as if that's fraudulent because Farah is already married. But this says that they never actually had a wedding, which I could assume that maybe they're still not married. They just never had a big wedding, like as if they went to the courthouse. And actually, Mark and I have, I never had a wedding. So if you could really do that, we did want to plan one for October. My mom will pay for it, and she would pay in full. We can pay you to come up for a couple of days. She said, girl, you do realize I own a wedding planning company? And she said, yes, I do. Oh, good Lord. Let me just spend all my time in Discord. Where am I going? Pastor? Where am I going? MJ, I think you need to check your Discord. No. We even kind of have the same ears. Oh, I know you fucking lying. But that's not me. We do kind of look like... She even got a baseball hat on. This is actually a little bit crazy. Here, let me... I feel like I have more chin. I have more chin. You know what I'm saying? How do I flip this shit back? So yeah, that's who they think I am. I'm not that person. Pays to do a little bit of research. That's fine. The good news is that I'm not a scammer. So, we're fine. Yeah, so there's a lot of conversation in here that just... Okay, and right here she's transparent about having a contract. Oh, wow. Wait till you get to the part where, oh, Jesus Fair doesn't have to pay her to be her assistant. That's what I'm saying. That's the other confusing part. Why she'd say that she was just an assistant for a day. What went wrong in a day? If all these days and these conversations were had how did we accomplish being assistant for only a day? Oh, Mr. Gillis? What in the world? Oh, wow. I don't like new unlock characters. Oh my god, that's fucking creepy. So that is the infamous Mr. I'm not a pastor and shouldn't pretend to be one Gillis. Oh, the one that Farah is a mod for. Wait till you hear what he said about 50 times. Yeah, somebody told me that. She sent him a DoorDash lunch the other day. See, and that's what confuses me too, like in all like the actual real awareness we could bring on some of these weird creepy fucks, right? I feel like sometimes we choose the wrong things. Like imagine if everybody teamed up to get that fucking weirdo off the app. Cause that's really creepy. What I'm looking at's really creepy. That's really creepy. But instead we have third parties trying to decide who's fraudulent and who's not. Oh, one of his accounts got perm banned? Nice. That's a good thing. Do we know at what point this shit went left? At what point did Farah wake up and say, holy fuck, even with all the conversations we had back and forth, holy fuck, I've been scammed. What happened to make that happen? Did a situation happen to make her be like, holy shit, I'm being scammed? Right? Because I'm reading all the texts where she's authorizing. And some of those I can imagine if you run a card and it declines and then she's telling you to run it again, how that could very much create a double charge. I've had that happen to me. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying it's possible. What happened to make this a thing? What happened to the point where Farah looked at her shit and was like, oh my god, I've been scammed. Let me tell Florida Man. What was the situation? What happened? In my opinion, okay, so this is just somebody's opinion. When her husband found out all the money she was spending and had to make something up. Again, that's just somebody's opinion. Her husband freaked out about money.
So her husband's been a little upset with her over the last 6 months for maxing out credit cards and getting their credit cards locked. There's proof of it. I know she's sent videos. She's talked to people about it. She's told at least 3 or 4 people about 3 cards being locked down in the last 6 months. One of them was my mod. One of them was OG, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. I will also say she herself admitted that she was attempting to buy prescription medications from people, and they were predominantly in Canada. So there's that. But if you think about it, and this is my theory, she knew OG was going to have to refund that money because they were going to keep a hold on OG shit until they worked it out. And Chris's business is linked to that. So I saw on the processor where Chris had to refund a client because they weren't releasing the funds. And then that client had to cut him a check. And it was a big check. So they couldn't just like not get that money. Like, I mean, they obviously are being paid for services. I think that Farah knew about $6,000 was about to hit either a credit card or a bank account, and she was going to have to explain where all that money went. And I think that because in the second group of text messages I sent you, there's a line she says about why she sends random dollar amounts to people, and it's because she doesn't want her accountant to see it. And I think her accountant is actually her husband. And I've heard Farah and OG on the phone with the card processing company. So Farah saying that you didn't request any refunds. I heard from your own mouth, when is the $6,000, I think it was either $300 or $800, gonna come back to me? And they said, ma'am, it's not going to just come back to you in 6,000 whatever dollars. You're going to have to get it in every single line item. Meaning if it was 100, 200, 300, you're going to get it back 100, 200, 300. I've also seen where OG initiated the paybacks and where the emails went in and said that your refund was like processed. So I've also seen the text messages to Farah where you 100% were contacting your bank and your people trying to get them to okay the funds for OG. But what you're not understanding is that card processor literally was also Chris's business, and they had thousands of dollars waiting to process from his side of things. You blocked up their source of fucking income, dum-dum. Sorry. She's just really starting to get me because she's playing so stupid. Like, you literally had thousands of dollars from his side of the business blocking it up.
Wait a second. Is Spreadlove doxing my mods? Is that what I'm reading in the comments? Mal's mod number 4. Did you message me on Discord? I can't check TikTok while I'm live. Is Spreadlove doxing my mods?
Yeah, she's doxing. She's doxing all your mods on a profile. I have a screenshot of one. Hold on, give me a sec.
Who is she? How does she even know who my mods are? Why are you doxing my mods, you weird bitch?
Look,
what the fuck?
Hold on. This is on one of her backup accounts. I'm grabbing my green screen. If you can put me big box.
I don't want anybody's information on my green screen. So if there's
this isn't information. Like, there's no information. This is about you, and like, she's talking about Amber.
Yeah, no, I see somebody's name on there. Yeah,
it's Amber. It's Amber's.
Remove that green screen.
She was just saying that she was gonna teach Amber a few tricks and all this other shit.
Amber like, who? Like my Amber?
Yes, you're Amber. Yes, you're Amber. I have this. Yeah, I have the screenshot.
Where the fuck's Florida Man at? She's Florida Man's people?
Yeah, she kicks. She goes everywhere, but I mainly see her over there. And OG, like, she does. She thinks it's funny. Like, you know, it's the one that she just posted. It's not doxing, has no like personal information. It's just talking about you and Amber.
Snark, did I say that he's responsible for her?
Like, if you type in the search bar Spreadlove, she's posted a few stories like of Mallory, and now she's posted of you. She has like a few screenshots of Florida Man. Yeah, she's not gonna stop now. This is what she does. She waits, and then now she's gonna start doxing your mods, and pulling information. She put I think your full name up on that thing. Snigger, I don't know. I
Let
know
me ask
she's.
a question. Why is
Huh?
there the wedding picture of Becca and Nay and Cartel in the backdrop of your post? Spreadlove. That's a little bit random.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you have all of this info on us, but the picture in the backdrop of this screenshot is Becca and Nay with the wedding picture with Cartel officiating?
Because she does that weird stuff, honestly.
Why would, of all the people she could choose, why would she choose them as that background picture?
Because she, I don't know.
And Spreadlove. First of all, don't call my girlfriend a bitch. And in order to teach her something, you're gonna have to go through me. And I can tell you right now that you aren't gonna like this. You aren't gonna like it at all. You aren't gonna like it at all.
Yeah, she did this to a couple like close friends of mine, like where they physically got off the app because they meant like she mentally fucked with them, like to the point where she will call jobs. She will call, like, if you're getting married, she'll call wedding venues, she'll call clients of yours, like if you work, like she'll get information and she'll call. She's gotten people to lose their jobs. They've mentally had to go into like one of those like holds for a few days. Like I know a girl that I'm close with, she went on a psych hold for 3 days because of her. Like this girl does not stop. No,
um,
she doesn't dox in the live. She'll go and post stuff on like her pages.
Imagine being so angry because you're a horrible troll and got blocked. um, Again, I'm gonna ask. She sits with Florida man, yeah.
Yeah. Florida man keeps her around because he knows. There's not a doubt in my mind or in my heart that he does not know what she does, and that's why he keeps her around. Sorry, not sorry. Like you can't be a grown man, mod her and not know what she does. And when people come into your live and telling you that, yo, that she's doing this and she does this and she does this, and you're not listening or you're just bypassing it, you know.
Um,
That would be like one of my mods sitting with me and doxing like people in my chat, and then me not even like, and then someone coming in and be like, yo, look, your mod is doing this and having receipts, and I'm just bypassing like, oh well, it's not my issue, I can't, I can't do anything about it, but yet you're condoning the shit in your life.
it's just odd to me that Becca and Nay are in the background. Do we know that this is actually a Britney chick?
Yes, her name is Brittany. I can get her last name and I can get a couple other stuff, because I know a person that actually is going after, they've contacted her parents. I think she's only like 19, 20, possibly 21. Yeah, she's young. She's not like older. She's younger. People have contacted her.
Hmm.
Yeah, like people have dug like deep on her also. Like the ones that got doxxed by her, they have done personal information, and that's how they found her
Get me in
name.
touch. Go get me in touch with those people.
Yeah, let me see if they're around. Give me a sec. Give me about like
Because
maybe.
I think maybe it's time for Spread Love to learn an actual lesson. Um,
Yeah, well, she stopped for a little bit. Like she disappeared, but I guess she came over on this side because she was on another side that I'm on, that I mod for and all that. And they were holding lives and panels about her like for like 3 days. And it's because she was getting like information and posting it and, and showing up at places and all this.
Listen, she can do the shit all day long, right? And I'm not going to host lives, talking about her because I definitely have resources to take care of it on the back end to make sure she never has access to social
Do
media.
you know who Train is?
No.
Okay, let me see if Train's still on. That's one of the people that she had like an altercation kind of with. That was
Have them hit
doxing.
me up on the back end in Discord.
I will. I'll see if she's around.
Silence. I'm not gonna let her know my next move. Have them hit me up on Discord. Can Ahmad pin the Discord again? We're gonna take care of her legally.
Yeah, I have information too. So drop the Discord, and if you allow me in, I can drop it in there also.
Period.
Like the Train. Yeah, Train and Tish Hicks and Train Horn. Those two are the main people that I sit with. Tish Hicks is the main person I sit with. And yeah, it started there. Started with her and, doxed her information, her niece's information, all this other stuff. And then it went to Train's information, Train's daughter's information, and all this other. It went bad.
Yeah, period. Yeah, any of them that you can connect me to so that I can get connected with exactly what I would need in order to file. Let me know. Have them.
Yeah,
hit me
I'll
up.
join Discord. And then I'll pin it or send it to the other Discord and see if one of them is available to drop some stuff on her.
Period. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
Of course.